hard to believe that it's 45 below Celsius outside right now, and I have to go feed the chickens, check the animals. It's so nice in here. Don't really want to go, but I think we need to go check them and make sure that everybody's okay. Give them some fresh water, warm them up. They have a heater, but with the wind chills, it is about minus 59 degrees Celsius wind chills, so about minus 60. We're colder than Siberia today, so let's go get our faces frozen off. Chickens were laying eggs yesterday, so we'll take the egg basket just in case. Are you guys laying eggs? It's friggin' 60 friggin' below. How many chickens are in this box? Several. I see you guys already laid an egg. Good morning. Good morning. Are you guys cold? You don't look cold. Are you cold? Heater's going. Everybody looks okay. The water's frozen. No one's shivering. Okie doke. Everyone's good. A little frosty. So the temperature in here is about minus 25, and they're laying eggs. They froze, but they're laying eggs, so they're happy. No one's shivering. I'm giving them some warm water. I'm getting my gloves back on because I'm freezing, and I'm gonna give them some food, and they'll probably just roost. It'll start warming up, and yeah. We'll leave them alone. You can see it is super frosty in here, away from the infrared. So I like to use infrared in here, infrared heating, because they can get out in front of it and it keeps them dry and frost free. So they have cold feet a little bit because they were just walking around, but they're able to regulate their heat and stay drier. You don't see as much frost on the roof as you do in here and stuff. It just keeps them a little drier and warmer. Keeps the ice melted off of them so they don't get frostbite quite as easily. I suspect they could if it got any more humid today, but I'll just have to keep an eye on them. And watch. Good morning. No one's shivering. Everyone's okay? Yeah? How you girls doing? Did you lay an egg yet? Still pretty frosty over here. Look at that. They like to peck over there. It's too cold. Frozen eggs can actually still be used. I'll probably use these up in some baking or something, but there was 4 that were good and 2 that were frozen. These are from yesterday, which, by the way, yesterday was just as cold. So my projects today are making myself a planting schedule. This year I want to focus on planting more food production for my family. Also, I would like to make more plantings that I can sell in my weekly subscription. And then I'm also going to start with the flower farm stuff this the coming weeks. I got the rest of my Lysianthus in. I was waiting for that. If you watched one of my other videos, no, that's not Lysianthus. That's foxglove. The rest of my Lysianthus has arrived from Johnny's. So I'm not going to do it in the video, but if you had watched my previous video, I did have the rest of it and I haven't planted it yet. So I am actually a little behind the schedule that I wanted to be, but it's cold. It's like it's minus 60 in the wind today outside. So I'm going to do my inside stuff. Chaz is home. He's cleaning. I put him to work because he thought he could lounge around. What is it with teenagers and bus days? They just want to relax, and it's like, nope, sorry, man, get to work. There's lots to do on the farm. So this morning I actually went through my journal. So I have my 2024 planner. I use these for my garden to know when to start seeds. So I do my last frost date and then I count back the weeks. And because I do cool season planting, so I follow the what's her name, the Ziegler lady. Oh my god, I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot her first. Lisa Mason Ziegler. That lady, that beautiful, amazing, incredible lady. I can't believe I forgot her name. Oh my god. Uh, anyway, I follow her guidelines for planting, except for straw flower. So what I do is I my weeks from my last frost date. So my estimated last frost date is May 25th, which many of you are around the second or third week of May. So it's pretty similar. And then I count back my weeks and I mark it in the book, and then I make a schedule. So I go through her records in her book. Like she has her outlines of how many weeks prior to a certain, like your certain date to plant them out. So if you have to plant your seeds out 4 weeks before your last frost date in her guidelines, then you have to look at your seed packet and be like, okay, so from my plant out date, I have to count back how many days I need to start my seeds. So right now, I am not following the guidelines on the package because I'm following the guidelines of cool season flowers because I'm working for production. And I do have things like row cover that I can utilize and a greenhouse that I'm using as a high tunnel. So that can be something I'm utilizing as well. So that's where why I'm like scheduling that out and getting more organized, because once I get going, I have a homestead garden to plant, I have a market garden to plant, and then I'm growing for 3 florists. I'm a sucker for punishment. And then also Chaz has baseball starting in February. So that means I'm going to Grand Prairie, which is a 3-hour trip one way to take him 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, I need to get organized. So that's why I'm making my schedule. I'm going and looking at my dates so I can set reminders in my phone. This date, I need to start these brassica seeds. I need to start my broccoli this day and get reminders. Then I also have been growing like a weekly subscription. Now, the weekly subscription is for my like clients that get a weekly delivery from us. So last week I didn't have any. I had some problems with my new garden light. This one here. See that light right there? It's not on. So there's actually a short in that light. So I had to contact customer service for Tower Garden because I got it last month. And they're sending a replacement bulb, which is great. So I should have things caught back up. And then I just replanted this other tower. Some of it is already on its 4th flush, and the lettuce is getting a little tired. It's not producing as much as I need it to or want it to. So I did start some more seeds, but I ordered a 3rd tower garden. So I started the seeds for that. And then once it gets here, I'll be able to plant that. So I'll have like 3 successions of tower gardens going, and that'll be plenty to supply my family for lettuce because the lettuce grows. I can harvest a full head of lettuce in 30 days from planting it. So I do skip a week I might do 2 skip weeks in a month for lettuce deliveries, just so then I have an abundance and I can serve more people. And then that gives me time to get things planted in the greenhouse, or I can actually get another tower garden, maybe. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I kind of want to do another tower garden so I can grow year round, but I need room in here. I need to make room in the shop or something, or in the car garage, and renovate it so I can do that. I'll show you my little plant babies because it's kind of nice to see it on these cold days. So these are parsley right here, and this is lemon basil, and it smells so good. I don't know. I watered it and it got a little bit scorched from these lights. So, and then this, um, I don't know what it is. Let me see. Oh, it's oregano. So that's oregano, and then I have a rogue onion, and then I don't know what this is. What do you think? What is it? Something. I don't know. I can't smell it. And then I have some little baby lettuces in rock wool. These are going to be going into my tower garden soon. And then they'll be I'll swap them out. And then I have these seeds I planted yesterday. Or no, these are not the seeds I planted yesterday. These are seeds that I planted at the same time. I planted these guys at the same time as them. But these ones didn't germinate. And this is still from the West Coast seed pack. So half of the tray germinated and then the other half didn't. But I had the heat mat on a timer, and I think that maybe had something to do with it, because they're not germinating. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to reseed those today. And then this is ones that I started yesterday. And as you can see, they've already sprouted from yesterday. And these ones are not the West Coast seed. I actually ordered another packet because I ran out. But these are the ones that came with Tower Garden, their recommended lettuce blend. So I'm not sure. I've never tried them before, but I'm going to use them up. Oh, these just kicked on. And then we have our cucumbers that we planted. Look at them go. Ugh. They're just going crazy. They're happy as can be. You see them? Look at this guy. They're just going for it. And these are stock. Nobody guessed it, but these are stock. I did a test run. I wanted to see if the stock was going to, like I had it go to seed in the greenhouse. So I took the seeds to germinate them to see if they would grow. And these were the ones that were really disease resistant and pest resistant. So I'm going to try these. They're a branching variety of stock, and they got really tall. These little cucumbers are super happy. They like it in here. Nice and toasty warm for them. Going crazy. We're going to have cucumber babies. And then I have a bunch of things. I think this is parsley or something. I'm not sure what I planted there, but got all kinds of stuff. And then the lettuce. The stuff is good. I just replanted these. And this is a watermelon. Watermelon. So I was watching a vlog the other day, and someone said that their chickens, they won't lay eggs when it is like below 0 degrees Celsius or below 5 degrees Celsius or something like that. I can't remember what it was. That chickens will not lay. And I've seen a few other vloggers, they kind of went with that. You know how something gets said on the internet and then it just kind of goes like wildfire where everyone starts reporting the same thing. And I wanted to clarify that if you've followed along for a while, you know that animals are pretty resilient. And if you give them the right conditions, they will lay eggs. So usually the reason that chickens, in some of the places that are vlogging in these warmer places than here, a lot of the times it's not the temperature that's making them not lay eggs. The reason they're not laying eggs is because they don't have enough daylight hours, and that's why you've seen in my chicken coop I had a light on in there. And I just wanted to kind of say that as long as you give them supplemental light, it's not the cold that prevents them. They will lay eggs. I mean, my chickens, it's like I said, it's negative 45 degrees Celsius outside. It's negative 25 degrees Celsius inside that chicken coop. And I came in with a bunch of eggs. They're all in, look, there was 3 chickens still in the boxes. They're still laying eggs, right? So I just, if you are somebody who is thinking about whether or not, losing hope and having this big investment of buying chicken feed and keeping your chickens and not really getting much return on them, they will lay eggs. Get a little LED light that doesn't cost much for power. Give them at least, I give my chickens 12 hours of daylight every day by turning on a light that's on a timer for 12 hours every day. And that's where they're happy because they love having light. And the guineas are much happier as well. They don't get stressed out or anxious. They like having long days of lights, 12 hours a day, every day. So I try to keep that even in the springtime. I don't turn that light off. I'm going to keep that light on until the summertime, 4 a.m., 3:30, 4 a.m. to 11:30 or 12 at night. Our longest days can have a little bit of, you can still see this, the sun has set, but it's still pretty bright. So I'll probably keep the light on until we have days where we're getting at least 12 hours of really bright light and the chickens are outside, out and about, and not in the coop, and they just go inside to lay their eggs. So that's kind of where I'm at for that. So if you have seen somebody saying that chickens won't lay in the wintertime, I see there's some very popular homesteaders that have very big channels that have been saying this. It's just that they're unaware that if they would provide their chickens with a light bulb, that they would produce a ton of eggs for them all season long. It's not the cold temperature that causes them to stop laying. It's the amount of daylight hours that they have. So just to keep that in mind, if you happen to see the little wildfire spread of this misinformation, because obviously you've seen I had a bucket of eggs today, and they wouldn't be doing that if temperature was the problem. So anyway, well, I hope that you are a little warmer than it is for us here. What is the temperature in Siberia? Somebody tell me. Tell me how cold it is there today, because I want to know. It's not something to be proud of. I don't really want to be colder than Siberia. But a friend of mine from Valley View, she posted a picture today, and it was minus 47 degrees Celsius. 2 degrees Celsius is a big deal when it comes to being outside here, especially when there's a wind. It's not very pleasant. So if you are outside today and you're not used to being outside today, or you are used to being outside in the cold, so if you are outside and you're not used to cold temperatures and you have to be in the cold, please be safe. And thank you to everybody, all the farmers that are producing food, that are out taking care of their livestock. Thank you to all of the first responders and all the people that are out there for the power company and all the different people that are making the world go round, the restaurants, the essential workers, all of you guys. Thank you for venturing out in these frigid temperatures and keeping the world going round. We appreciate you, and please stay safe. So thank you for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed today's vlog, and hopefully I'll see you next time when it's warmer. Bye. Come on, buddy. I know you don't want to go outside, but you need to go outside. Reggie, come on. Let's go outside. Outside. You're refusing to go outside? It's not that bad out. Come on, let's go. No? Okay, I'll leave you alone then.